My greetings of peace and harmony to each and every one of us, especially to our Professor, Doc Claire Macabalang. I am Grace Simile A. Pinuela, your discussant for today. Our topic is about flexible work together with Ma'am Farhana Usub. I will discuss the following: workplace flexibility, how and why employees need workplace flexibility, flexible schedule, and benefits of workplace flexibility. We all learned to be more flexible during the past year and a half. As we enter a post-pandemic world, we'll need to remain flexible, but there are steps we can take now to ensure continued success. What is workplace flexibility? Workplace flexibility is a strategy of responding to changing circumstances and expectations. Workplace flexibility emphasizes the willingness and ability to adapt to change, particularly regarding how and when work gets done. In a flexible workplace, the needs of both employee and employer are met. Workplace flexibility is often used as a tool for retaining and engaging employees. It can also help an organization reach its goals thanks to improved productivity. As we continued to its definition, workplace flexibility is a strategy of responding to changing circumstances and expectations. Employees who approach their job with a flexible mindset are typically more highly valued by employers. Workplace flexibility is about when, where, and how people work. Flexibility is about an employee and an employer making changes to when, where, and how a person will work better meet individual and business need. Flexibility should be mutually beneficial to both the employer and employee and result in superior outcome. We should let the nature of our team's work drive decision around flexible work arrangement. Then, we can think about what parts of each individual position responsibilities can be flexible. Why employees need workplace flexibility? Employees report that they are more productive and more engaged in their work when they are able to balance the demands of work with other aspects of their lives. Improvements in physical and mental health are also associated with workplace flexibility. How does workplace flexibility work? There are a variety of ways that workplace flexibility can be implemented by workers and employers. Let us discuss first flexible employees. Workers with an orientation toward flexibility don't say, "It's not my job," or "Do I have to?" when they are asked to take on a new assignment. Instead, flexible employees modify their approach to tasks based on the preferences of stakeholders and the unique demands of each situation. Flexibility on the part of a worker could be to adjust the hours they work, coming in early, staying late, or working on an off day to accommodate the needs of the company. Flexibility is a trait most employers look for in an employee. Regardless of what type of job you are applying for, it will benefit your candidacy if you can show the interviewer example of how you are flexible and willing to change course. Employees with a flexible attitude keep the company's objectives in mind and work to achieve them, tailoring their efforts to the mission at hand. Flexibility skills are also relevant to the approach management takes to handling employees. Flexible managers treat employees as individuals and make an effort to accommodate personal styles and needs. Managers who are flexible provide workers with a greater latitude about the way they accomplish goals. They assess the needs of employees and provide feedback, guidance, and recognition individually to optimize performance. For example, one employee may require more structure in their job duties Another may function better working independently. Managers will often need to adjust schedules and delegate routine tasks as they focus on reaching the company's priorities. Next is flexible schedules. Workplace flexibility can also refer specifically to regular work arrangements that promote work-life balance as opposed to one-off accommodations for special circumstances. These work arrangements typically include flexible schedules outside of the traditional 9 to 5. Flex time. Employers with a flex time policy allow their workers to stagger arrival and departures times as necessary. Telecommuting. Not every employee needs or wants to work in an office. Telecommuting lets them work from elsewhere, such as a home office or co-working space. They may telecommute during special conditions such as inclement weather or on a daily basis. Condensed schedules. Rather than a 5-day work week, a condensed schedule fits the same amount of work over a shorter amount of time, such as 3 or 4 days, giving the employee an additional day or 2 off during the week. Due to the pandemic, seems that we teachers are having these kinds of schedules. What are the benefits we can get from workplace flexibility? A flexible work environment has many benefits. It helps workers achieve greater work-life balance, leading to increased employee satisfaction and improved morale. That in turn means employee turnover is reduced, as is the cost to recruit and train new hires. Loyalty, engagement, and retention is improved, which helps a company's productivity and its bottom line. Employers that permit telecommuting or working from home can reduce overhead with less needs for office space. Working from home can also have a beneficial environmental impact by eliminating lengthy commutes. Flexible employees, for their part, are willing to do whatever is necessary to get the task accomplished, whether that means taking on more responsibilities, doing different tasks, or doing more at work. Thus, they have more to offer their employers than employees who can only do 1 or 2 tasks. Having employees who are willing to step outside their job description means employers don't need to find others to take on more work. Lastly, flexibility can offer employees 1. A better work-life balance, being able to meet both work and personal commitments. 2. Increased sense of control leading to increased sense of well-being. 3. Greater job satisfaction, a happier person all around. 4. Being able to remain in the workforce longer. 5. Greater loyalty, trust, and respect towards. 6. Better physical and well-being. 7. Reducing stress or stress-free. And the last is number 8, reducing negative spillover. That is all about my report. The next topic will be discussed by my partner, Ma'am Farhana Usop. Thank you and keep safe, everyone.
Blessed morning, everyone. Especially to our Professor, Dr. Claire Macabalang. I am Farhana Usop, and this is the continuation of the report of Ma'am Grace Penuela. I'm gonna discuss the principles of flexibility used by an organization. Second, flexibility importance. And lastly, the practices of flexible work. When, where, and how people work. Let's start with what are the principles of flexibility used by organizations? First, not everyone wants flexible arrangements. Flexible working means working from home. But why is it that the first principle states that not everyone wants flexible arrangements? Because first is it can reduce benefits For example, yung ginagawa natin ngayong pandemic, hindi ba minsan nagkakaroon tayo ng work from home? And then, sa ating DTR, meron tayong mga benefits na natatanggap. And then, dun sa DTR natin, pag nilagay nating work from home, so hindi na buo yung ating mga benefits. Second, the difficulties of communication. Yun talaga yun. Nahihirapan kayo, lalo na kapag nasa mga lugar na walang signal, yung schools, katulad sa amin, masyadong mahirap yung signal doon. So, pahirapan yung communication, lalo na kung ang iba is nandun sa station, tapos ang iba is nasa bahay lang. So, kailangan maglabas talaga yung mga teacher or employee na nasa aming school. Second is, not everyone can have flexible work arrangements. Some people enjoy staying at home and don't have a problem with remote working arrangements. Some, on the other hand, may find it difficult to work when colleagues don't hold on to the same schedule. Working from home may give the impression to your neighbors and friends that you're not actually working, and they might take it hard when you say you can't watch their child because you're home all day. Third is, flexibility should be applied creatively. Flexibility thinking is key to creativity. In other words, the ability to think of new ideas, make novel connections between ideas, and make new inventions. It also supports academic and work skills, such as problem solving. And lastly is, flexible work arrangements can be temporary or permanent. Arrangements may be on a temporary or permanent basis, depending on individual circumstances. It may also be considered in some cases for employees with health problems or disabilities. Work hours may be negotiated, or they may be chosen to coincide with peak workload hours depending on the type of business. Next is, why is flexibility important to organizations, or why flexibility important to business? First, to attract talent. Kapag nakikita ng mga gustong pumasok sa ating station or sa ating organization na flexible yung mga nagtatrabaho doon, syempre, nagiging interested din sila pumasok doon sa isang opisina or doon sa isang pinagtatrabahuan. Second, to retain valued employees. So, syempre, kapag flexible yung ating, lalo na kapag flexible yung ating boss or yung ating mga ginagawa doon, yung employees natin, yung employees ng isang organization is may possibility na gugustuhin nilang magtrabaho or malalove na talaga nila yung trabaho nila sa isang station. Second, to raise moral and job satisfaction. Fourth, to improve productivity. Of course, if you are a flexible employee, you boost your productivity. And lastly, to reduce stress. Bakit nga ba natatanggal yung stress? Nababawasan yung stress natin kasi, syempre, kapag meron tayong work from home, or nagtatrabaho tayo sa isang organization kung saan binibigyan tayo ng flexible work hours, so, nakadepende sa atin kung paano natin i-move yung ating sarili. Next, what are the flexible work practices? So flexible work practices, there is the when, where, and how people work. So let's first discuss the when people work. Flexible working hours. This is altering the start and finish times of a working day but maintaining the same number of hours worked per week. So, flexible working hours, meron tayong oras kung ilan dapat yung tatapusin within a day. Halimbawa, meron tayong 8 hours a day. So, kapag sa flexible working hours, nakadepende sa atin kung ilang oras natin pagtatrabahuan yung tatapusin natin within 8 hours. Ang important, bahala matapos natin ng maaga, ang importante is nagawa natin lahat ng trabaho. Part-time work. Working fewer than the standard weekly hours. So, the part-time work is mas konti yung ating pinagtatrabaho. Halimbawa, kung ang trabaho talaga natin is 8 hours a day and then meron pa tayong part-time work. So, kapag umaga nagtatrabaho ka sa school and then pagkagabi meron kang online class na tinuturuan. So, yun yung part-time work. Third, variable year employment. This is changing work hours over the month or through the year, depending on the demands of job. Lastly is leave. Varying from leave in single days or leave without pay to special or extended leave. Next, where people work. So, first, working from home. This means working away from the main office, either full or part-time and on a regular or intermittent basis. So, itong work from home, ngayong panahon ng pandemic, ilang ulit natin nagagawa ito sa school natin. So, may mga panahon na within a week, 3 days tayong nasa school and then yung 2 days nasa bahay or depende sa kung ano yung schedule ng work from home natin. Working remotely. In some industries, people may work at a different office or in a client's workplace for some or all of their working hours. So, working remotely, may mga time, halimbawa, kung ang office natin is nandito sa isang place and then meron tayong trabaho doon sa another place. So, doon tayo magtatrabaho. Then, how people work. First, job sharing. So, 2 people sharing one full-time on an ongoing business. So, 2 people rather. So, since it's a sharing, so 2 people sharing their time job. Next, phased retirement. Reducing a full-time work commitment over a number of years before moving into retirement. So, kapag malapit ka nang mag-retire or yung employee na malapit nang mag-retire, yung full-time work nila binabawasan na para ready sa kanilang retirement. Lastly is annualized hours. Working a set number of hours per year instead of number per week. So, annualized hours, ang kinikwenta dito is yung number of hours per year. So, hindi per week, per year talaga. So, kapag natapos nila yung trabaho nila within a year, bahala na kung hindi makaabot doon sa time frame as long as natapos lahat ng trabaho. That's all and thank you. Keep safe everyone.